What's up, guys? My name's Jay. I got a 2019 Alfa Romeo Giulia 2.0. I do have, this is a base model, not a TI or a TI Sport or anything. It's just a base model Q4, so the all-wheel drive-ish version, as all-wheel drive gets, I guess. A few things I want to go over. Just want to go over what I've done to it so far. I haven't done much. So what I've done to it so far is got a muffler delete, not a chop shop delete. I literally just got like an axle back that removes the muffler. I believe it was from, I want to say it was from AFE. It was either the AFE one or the Megan Racing, but I'm pretty sure it was the AFE. Go ahead and I can open it up. So this is the interior. I mean, it's pretty clean. I do have a tiny little rip on the seat down here, if you can see it there. But yeah, this is the interior. I don't have paddles. That'll be coming up. Eventually, we'll get there. So paddles are going to go in. It's literally just the base, like as base gets, with a nice interior. I don't have the sport bucket seats that come with, I think, the TI Sport, or it's an upgraded package with the TI Sport. I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. I have currently, here we go, 63,000 miles on it currently. From first glance, nothing's going on in here. It's kind of how I want to keep it for now. So what you're looking at here is practically just a completely stock car, and that's okay. But it's not completely stock. I've done a couple things. So I have the axle back from AFE. I think it was like $500. I just wanted a clean look back there. I know nobody's gonna see it, but I just wanted it to be clean, so I didn't go to a chop shop and get it chopped. There's nothing wrong with doing that. So I've done that. I do have a JB4 in right now. It is not a tune. No matter what people say, this is not a tune. A JB4 is essentially a boost controller. It's to push more boost, which, it's not always the most stable tuner, I guess you would say, in that sense. I just recently installed myself a catless downpipe. So it goes from turbo catless downpipe to stock mid-pipe to a muffler delete axle back. So I still have my resin. I don't have a cat, don't have mufflers, kept the res, the mid pipe is stock. I have the full stock intake system, which I've read on the forums a lot that the stock intake system is decent. It's really good. There's no need to go open air, but I'm going to eventually get an open air just because sound and placebo power effect. Just because if I can hear the sound, it feels like I got more power. So, as cheesy as that is, that's what I want to do. But I have the stock filter in. I'm going to get a BMC drop-in filter first, just for now, because the intake is not my priority. Drop-in filter's cheap enough. I can buy it, drop it in, call it a day, get some more airflow, essentially. for the catalyst downpipe that I installed. Now my plans for the car, I'm gonna push it as much as I possibly can to reliable power. Just because that's like, I don't want to, because I had a car, I threw everything I could into it, I reached its maximum power potential without spending $20,000 on an engine rebuild and a turbo kit for my previous car. And I hit that plateau of power really fast. So there's nothing else I could do besides cosmetics, and I like to get into the engine bay a little bit. Not into the engine. I'm not too versed on that yet. Eventually, I will open this up after I'm done with everything I want to do. And I have different plans for the car. As of right now, it's just going to be a daily, essentially. A daily plus, I guess you might want to call it. But anyway, it's a stock turbo. Everything's stock. The only thing like I said, axle back, muffler delete, GB4 tune, the catless downpipe from, I think it's, oh man, I can't believe I'm forgetting the name, from Agency Auto Works, something like that. I did replace the wastegate arm while I did the downpipe. Now the thing is, I wish I had made a video of doing the downpipe. I'm glad I didn't, just because it is an extensive process, and you really got to take your time doing it. And I don't really have the patience to do this and that. But if you guys want to see a downpipe install, I can show you step by step of what to do. I'm not going to do it again, but I can show you more in depth all the tools I used, what made it easy, what the hard parts were, what I would have some insurances on. I can definitely make that video for sure, if that's what you guys want to see. Big thing about the downpipe, if you, not to hone too much on the downpipe here, but if you go catless, lower bank, O2, which is right here, if you can see this yellow wire that goes in here, that will be your emissions O2 sensor. So when the car figures out that, oh shit, this is the emissions, the cat is faulty, it's not working, it's not doing its job, it will send you into limp mode. You will need a tune to get rid of that code. Now, me personally, I'm working on finding a tune that best suits my needs. I've heard great things about Squadra. I've heard a lot about Euro Compulsions. I've heard a lot about Madness Auto Works. I've heard a lot about the JB4. People are comfortable with the JB4. That's cool. That's great. What I'm going for, I'm not comfortable with the JB4. JB4 is a good for now. I got it on a good deal. I didn't buy it new. I didn't buy it full price. So I got a good deal on it, so I jumped on it, because why not? Me personally, the tune I think I'm going to go for is the Gran Turismo tune from Club Alfa, partnered with PW Performance. I'll leave a link in the description for the Club Alfa's website to bring you to his Alfa Giulia 2.0 mods and all the things you can buy off of his website. Now, the things that I want to do before I get the tune, because the car, mind you, it's in limp mode, meaning it won't go into advanced efficiency mode. It won't go into dynamic mode. It keeps you in normal mode. It doesn't do anything but that. It just keeps you in normal mode. It does let you drive. I've gone for 2-hour drives while it's in limp mode, and I'm okay with that for now, as long as the car drives. As soon as the car stops driving, then we'll have an issue. And no, I did not try to use a O2 spacer, simulator, whatever you want to call it, in this car specifically, just because I know it's most likely not going to work. And I'm going to be getting a tune anyway, so I'm comfortable with just the way it is right now. But there are going to be many, many different things I will be doing in this car. Next, I am going to change the diverter valve. And me personally, what I'm going for, I know modded motors, they have the spacer and an aftermarket blow-off diverter valve on theirs. I'm not sure why I'm doing this. That literally is what they have. And that's great. That's great. That worked for them. I've done my research on it. For what I want, it's not what I'm going to go for. It's a dual port diverter valve. So it's going to be essentially the same thing as what they have. It's practically a hybrid. It's going to dump into the atmosphere and then recirculate some. It's like a 50-50. 50% of it's gonna get dumped, 50 is gonna recirculate. If you don't know how the diverter valve / blow-off valves work, essentially it's in your charge pipe, which is under here, and that'll be next. I will make a video and install that one. I can show you how to do your wastegate arm that is common to go out. I have not done the coolant bleeder screws yet, which I know, yell at me all you want. I will get to it. I will make a video on that. I'll make a video doing all three in one video if you want to see it. I'm sure that you guys have probably seen videos. If you own one yourself, I'm sure you've already seen modded motors video on the wastegate arm and the bleeder screw valve, bleeder valve screws. So I don't need to. If you don't want me to, I might just do it anyway, just cause. But that being said, I am planning on doing all performance first. So I'm going to leave this fascia very stock, very OEM for now. Everything's going to stay OEM. I do planning on lowering the car on coils. I was looking into lowering springs. I've done some research, and that's not really what I'm going for, so I'm leaning away from it. I was going to buy them for temporary use. I changed my mind on that. I'm most likely going to get BC coils, or there's another brand that I saw that was really good on the forums that I might go with. I'm not trying to spend $3,000 on coils because I don't really have that money to just drop on car parts. So this is going to be a very, I don't want to say slow, but I'm going to take my time with the build, being that money, doesn't just fly out of my pocket and respawn in there. So That, and like I said again, I don't want to reach its max power potential right off the bat. About the hybrid turbo, I see this everywhere. Yes, I am going to do one way after I have everything in here on stock turbo, pushing as much as I can for as much power as I can get. I will do that eventually, not anytime soon. I will make a video on that. I am going to do an upgraded secondary heat exchanger that goes right here in the V, from Euro Compulsions, I believe, makes it. I'm going to do that alongside, probably just before I get the hybrid turbo. But again, that's way later down the line. I might even just get it sooner than that, just because cooling. Who doesn't love that? But again, I haven't had any issues with this car so far. If you guys have any suggestions on what to do to the car, leave them in the comments. I will read every single one. I will take your suggestions into account if you have your own experience with these vehicles, this car specifically. Let me know your experience. Let me, feed me some information so I can make some educated decisions, not just kind of going at it, which most of this probably will be me just going at it. So, but yeah, this is it for that. I just wanted to show you guys, introduce myself, go around the car, show you what I'm going to do. I am also a dad of 2 now. I just had my son about half a month ago, so almost 3 weeks ago, coming up tomorrow, 3 weeks from tomorrow, or today. Believe today is Sunday. So he's 3 weeks old today. So, I got a lot of things to do. I'm also active duty military. So, time isn't really on my side, essentially. So, in a sense, I will be doing as much as I can. And if you guys want videos on how to do the downpipe, leave it in the comments. If you want videos on the little shit, leave it in the comments. That's all I got. Thanks for watching.